This episode of the Wayang Crew Podcast is brought to you by Times Cineplex. Hey guys, I'm Kev.
Yo, this is Del.
I am TB.
And Zainal here.
And we are
The Wayang Crew. Oh yeah.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Wayang Crew Podcast.
Yay!
That's right, we're back. It's your weekly movie podcast where we talk about all things movies, especially movies that are playing here in Brunei, Darussalam. I'm your host, Kev, as usual. And up next is my co-host, it's Del.
Yes.
What's up?
I just got back from Jakarta.
Ooh.
Notice the rolling of the R.
Yes, that's how they say it.
Do they? Jakarta.
Kari.
Surabaya.
Jakarta.
Surabaya. Jakarta.
Bari. Sorry.
No?
That's a drink.
It's Bali.
All right, you just got back. How have you been this week?
Hectic.
Yeah, we
Very
missed you
hectic.
on the last episode, which was the review of The Last Jedi.
Well, I was in Jakarta for that.
Okay.
You're no longer in Jakarta. Can you just
You know
say
how those annoying people who come back from uni overseas and then they start speaking with those accents?
And they were,
I
you're
was,
like, you were
I had
there
a
for 2 days.
That's why it's only the R and not everything else.
So
You had a British accent when you came back from Manchester.
I did have a little bit of the accent, but it was involuntary.
Sure.
I'm not.
right. Okay. Up next is my other co-host. It's TB.
Hey.
What's up?
I bought a new phone.
All right.
What?
Yeah, bought a new phone.
Really?
At what
What
phone
phone?
did you buy?
I bought
The
a-
Star Wars version of
Not the version. I bought the same model.
1 plus 5
T. Yes.
No, why not the Star Wars one?
Because they didn't have that
Okay.
In Brunei.
Brunei.
Ah.
Yeah.
Are you
I
happy?
want them.
Yeah.
Is it like a justified purchase for you?
Yeah.
How much? What did you buy?
800.
You got it in Brunei? Because I'm interested to get one too.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
But maybe I'll just go for the 5.
No
Oh,
T?
okay.
No T. Unless it's the Star Wars version.
But why is it called a T though?
No idea.
Terminator.
Yes.
Temporary.
It's
gonna explode.
The one. Okay, never mind.
No,
Up
no.
next, finally, it's our other co-host. It's Zainal.
Yo.
Yo.
What's up, Kev?
Whoa.
Caught him off guard there. He wasn't ready.
You were not ready for that question, were you?
He flipped the tables. I'm like, caught me off guard. I choked on it. I was like, whoa.
I don't know.
I'm good. Yourself?
I've been good. Yeah.
All right.
We have a show next week.
That's the one, yes. Been busy the whole week trying to coordinate the show.
What show is this? This
End
is
of
the
year brouhaha best of show
2017.
Yeah.
What does that mean? End of year brouhaha best of?
It's bad English to begin with. So we're gonna have a stand-up comedy show next weekend, next Friday at Progressive Headquarters,
29th December.
29th December. I don't know why we're still plugging this.
I don't know.
Why?
We are fully booked.
Oh, we're fully booked.
We are
Oh, we
fully
are
booked.
fully booked.
Yes. So if you wanna come,
Too bad. So sad.
and then you can go on a waiting list, and then hopefully you'll get tickets. the
All right,
day
guys. If
before.
you guys want to
Gosh.
come, we'll probably see you there.
No free tickets.
Maybe.
booked already.
All right. This week, we're talking about Jumanji, which is, we'll talk about it later on.
Yeah.
Jungle.
Into the jungle, was it?
Welcome to the Jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
There's a song about that.
It's by Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
Okay, that's in the soundtrack. It's now showing here in local cinemas, and we will be reviewing this movie, Jumanji, later on. Well, we're not going to bother with no spoilers because we'll just talk about
Spoil it.
All right?
Spoilers all
and,
the way.
Yeah, and this is the last show of the year.
Oh.
We are recording.
Really?
Yeah, we are recording on the 24th of December, and we're going to be taking a 2-week break after this because I think we deserve it.
Yeah, we work so hard all year long.
Yeah, the job that is actually paying me. Yeah, I am working really hard.
Well, you get paid in other forms for this podcast.
I see.
Love, Del.
And laughter.
Laugh.
A fan.
and love.
You got a fan.
You got
One-
one guy who sent you. He didn't actually connect with you directly.
No. I think it's better that way. Otherwise, it'll be weird.
Well, you know what they say, don't meet your heroes. And,
Yeah.
No, I have a saying, don't meet your fans as well.
I want to meet my fans.
No, okay, I'll tell you a story.
All right. Okay, let's get to the first bit of the show, which is the news. And we're going to kick off with this bit of news. It's about Batgirl, and Hailee Steinfled really, really, really wants to lead the role in Joss Whedon's Batgirl movie.
Is she in contending? Or is she just putting her name in the hat?
She's putting her name in the hat. She's in
Hailee.
Pitch Perfect.
As long as she's not singing.
Could you imagine a singing Batgirl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Batgirl the musical. Why not? I'm Batgirl. No.
And I'm a
They'll go, everyone. They'll go.
That wasn't me.
I don't know her work very well. I saw
No?
like the first two.
You should watch that movie. The where she's in it with Woody Harrelson. That was a really good one. What is it called? She's a student. He's a teacher. Not that they have a relationship, but they do have a relationship. But it was a professional relationship. But it was a really good relationship that enables their relationship to grow.
I've never heard the word relationship mentioned so many times in like 10
What is
seconds.
that? It's
But
not.
she's not-
the
she's
title
not
of the movie is not relationship.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
But she's not in the shortlist?
Well, she did say in an interview, because she's doing the press junkets for Pitch Perfect 3 now, which is coming out really soon. She says, when she was asked, what would be your next project, and she said, well, I'm not gonna lie, I really want to be like Batgirl. So
Right.
she's put her name out there, and we'll just see, if it happens.
And if you want to check out her work, check out The Edge of 17.
All right.
That's the title of that movie.
You quickly Googled that.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thank you, Google. All right. Justice League news. It is projected to end its worldwide run with $675 million.
This is actually not too bad.
Justice League.
Yes.
It would have made maybe 100 million profit
Maybe, or
or 120.
maybe almost
What?
2. Yeah.
Maybe almost 2. Yeah.
It took 500 million to make that movie?
Yeah.
No, because the movie's budget initially was 150, and they essentially doubled it with reshoots. So you're looking at maybe 300,
God.
and then marketing another 100 and 150 maybe. So you're looking at about 120, 150 maybe. Yeah, like what do you think of this? I mean, it's not the greatest movie this year.
You don't like it.
We don't know.
Oh man, it's not.
I thought it was okay. I had a good time. Like
Okay, it was alright.
it was not bad.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't as good as Star Wars, but it wasn't bad.
Okay.
300
And
million.
I mean, what?
300 million.
Yeah, the budget.
It's the second most expensive film.
What's the first?
Ooh, you guys
What?
wanna know?
Titanic.
Nope.
Avatar.
No.
Nope. My favorite,
Oh,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
pirates.
This one on Stranger Tides.
That's part 4.
Yeah.
Really?
The mermaid one.
That's the most
That's
expensive.
the most expensive movie I ever
Why?
made.
All right.
Oh, all the CGI at the end.
They use all the gold.
The actual gold, my god.
All right.
No idea.
Sticking back to DC news, Matthew Vaughn, who's the director for Kingsman 1 and 2, has confirmed that he's in talks with DC Films.
Ooh.
So in the same universe.
Ooh. Wait. Is it?
No, I don't know.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know.
to do a DC film.
I know. I'm just
well, it was
thinking
not.
out loud.
Sorry?
I'm just thinking out loud that Kingsman universe is the same as DC universe.
Right.
So they could work together.
I think,
I thought. Wait. Oh, Kingsman is not even WB. Sorry. Yes.
yeah.
I thought they were
No.
because of TV.
Okay.
Why did you do that?
Yeah. I know it's the last show, but why are you derailing everyone?
Because I thought it would be interesting to see Kingsman in a DC movie.
All right.
I don't think.
At this point, anything would be interesting.
Yeah,
You
in
put
the DC movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Teletubbies. Taking over the world.
But do you guys think that Matthew Vaughn, would be a nice change of flavor from the DC
Definitely.
EU as it is now?
At this point.
But I'm not
Anything
sure.
is better. at
I'm
this
not sure if it's going to be in the same theme as what they are trying to do for the DC universe.
But here's the thing though, like we just had Justice League come out last month, and initially that was a Zack Snyder project, and it was, you could see from the movie where he had his input, and then as Joss Whedon stepped in to do the reshoots and the color palettes changed, humor was injected where, I don't think you would have seen that if it was a Zack Snyder film. So yeah, that's like proof that there is some hope if you inject something new. And maybe Matthew Vaughn can do that. Because, Kingsman 2 was not a bad movie. It would just
Correct.
probably wasn't as good as the first, but, you know.
Because WB keeps announcing all these new titles
Okay.
that they want to launch, they want to release, they want to make. And then we don't know if it is in the same universe as this Justice League. There's talks of Flashpoint rebooting the Justice League, Ben Affleck not doing Batman anymore, or is this going to be Matthew Vaughn could do a standalone movie? At this point, we have no idea what they want to do.
Yeah, it's good you brought that up because the next bit of news is that Ben Affleck says he still wants to direct a Batman film.
He's still...
No, but this is sad because he has so much passion for this project.
Yes.
But he's gonna change a lot of things.
Let him.
That's the problem. The problem with WB, which they want to control everything that the directors are doing instead of letting the directors do what they want to do. Like Fox. Fox gave us Deadpool and Logan, two of the best comic book movies for the year.
Yeah,
that year.
This is what he said. This is what Ben Affleck said. I want to direct a Batman movie, and I never got a script I was happy with. So they are starting over and writing another script. And right now, I think a lot of different possibilities. I think for the way the DC universe could go, and I will just follow my interest in pursuing that. And I know that I love working with this group of people.
Lies.
And it was a real joy for me to make this movie. He's talking about Justice League.
Lies.
He just wants to be in someone's good side.
I think he's been prepped by the studio, but at the same time, he wants to give his own real feelings about it. So he still wants to direct, but I don't think they will give him.
Do you think he would want to be in like the next DCEU film? Because we talked about this on the review episode of Justice League. He just looks like he doesn't want to be there.
See, the more that what's the director's name who's doing Batman? The Planet of the Apes
Planet of the Apes guy, yeah.
The more that they don't announce him as Batman for that movie, the less likely it'll be him.
Ah, okay.
It's been dragging for so long already.
Okay. Well, we only wish good things for the DCEU because we do want to see a good Batman. I think, I don't know if you guys agree, I think that Ben Affleck sort of encompasses that character, and I like his portrayal so far. We've seen him,
except for the part where he was joking around.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that definitely bled. I don't know whatever he said.
All right. Moving on to Star Wars because it's still Star Wars fever in the air in most parts of the world. It might have died down a little bit here in Brunei. Star Wars Episode 9. The working title has been revealed, and this is a placeholder for the production of the movie. And this movie's working title is Black Diamond.
A diamond that is black?
Yes.
So that means...
It's a Jay-Z album.
Is it?
I don't know. It sounds like a rapper's album.
Or an actual diamond.
No,
that was Blood Diamond.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with the plot.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely has nothing to do with the plot. I mean,
why black though?
Episode 5 was the placeholder was Blue Harvest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which meant nothing.
So it's a color and an object.
All right.
Color, object. So like in Kev's case, it will be light blue t-shirt.
Well, too much. That's very on the nose because that's what I'm wearing.
Maybe that's what J.J. Abrams was looking at the time, a black diamond.
Black diamond.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. Cool.
What about Blue Harvest? What was he looking at?
Blue sky, and it was
harvest
season.
Okay, sure.
All right. Now we've talked about Star Wars: The Last Jedi on the last episode of the podcast, and the world is divided now. Like fans are divided. We have one side of fans who say that it's a good Star Wars story, and you have to watch it a second time to sort of get all the all the kinks and understand why certain things happen. And then you have this whole other side of the fandom that is like saying, no, this is not a Star Wars movie.
You ruined the last 30 years of my life.
You ruined the whole lore and everything. And Rian Johnson has responded to the fan backlash. And he says the backlash that he's receiving is necessary for Star Wars to grow.
Yeah.
Essentially what he's saying is that it has to be more than just the Skywalkers.
Yeah. Otherwise, they are limiting themselves from telling stories.
Yeah.
But I think, I've read what he said. and the whole quote, and I thought he was being really positive about it.
Yeah.
And rather than just cancel all his online social media platform, he took it into his stride and made the best out of all the negative stuff.
Yeah,
and he even finished it with, it would be wrong for me to just focus on these negative quotes because 90% of the feedback that he has gotten are all positive.
Yeah. That's for sure.
He's also leading the next trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Although those fans like Kai who simply couldn't accept.
Yeah.
He's like
he's
hurt.
still mourning.
Yeah, he wouldn't care anymore about Star Wars.
He's still depressed. I mean, we haven't asked you yet, Del.
Right.
Because you weren't here. What did you think? Like a very, very quick 1 minute thing. What did you think of Star Wars: The Last Jedi?
I thought it is a story that is of this time and not from the previous trilogy. Any of the two previous trilogy, because this one introduced a lot of things that are from canon, the legend stories.
Okay.
Yeah, like the animals and the slicer bit, which I enjoyed. I just didn't like the casino stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that bit was not good. And I would have liked to know who Snoke is ultimately. And then, but I will not go into spoiler territory, by the way. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Now, we talked about all the backlash that Star Wars: The Last Jedi has been receiving. And there was a petition from a very angry fan saying to Disney to remove The Last Jedi from canon. But since then, he has taken it back and said that I'm removing the petition because all this controversy, all this passion for this has to be put into other things. So people should just concentrate on the future. The future.
I think two
of Star
things
Wars.
happen.
No, concentrate on their life.
Either Disney paid him a lot of money to take it down, or he watched it the second time. Just like me, I was like, okay, it's not.
I haven't seen the second time because I wanted to catch IMAX on Jakarta, but it was so jammed. It was so jammed, okay? So I couldn't get to it.
You should have walked.
No,
what?
don't.
No, it's too far. It's just that I will watch it a second time, but it's not the best Star Wars movie for me at this point. I wouldn't want it to be deleted from canon.
So 3 is still the best one for you then?
3? I've never said 3.
So wait, Del, what you're saying is that it's not the best Star Wars film thus far.
No.
But you still do accept the direction
I
that it's
accept
going.
it. Yes, yes. A lot of things that I do enjoy about it. There are just certain plot points that I don't agree with, but if you look at all the other Star Wars movies, a lot of times they also do not go into the background of certain characters.
Yeah.
And we build it in our own mind who, for example, Snoke is gonna be, who Phasma was gonna
fight.
How he's gonna fight.
Yep.
And then
Everyone said Finn has the Force, that's for sure, and he's Force sensitive. And
you build these things up in your own head, and then to be disappointed by the direction of the actual movie, that's on you. It's you can't blame anyone for that.
See,
have no expectations.
This is why we have Del, because he's like our Yoda, and he's just sitting there and he's saying, "Disappointed you were for this movie,"
because expectation you built in your mind.
It's not like it's based off a comic like Dragon Ball, the movie. They messed up all the Kamehamehas. Like this thing never happened.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no source material for this.
Okay. Tom Hardy has revealed his Star Wars: The Last Jedi cameo. Now, I did not know I did not hear of any rumors that he was in it.
He was Porg.
What?
No, I don't know.
No. Oh, right.
Was cut? No.
He's in it. And,
the English princes were cut.
Prince William and Harry were cut, although their parts were filmed. Tom Hardy has revealed that his cameo was that he was one of the stormtroopers in one of the scenes. And
it's the bigger version. The big one.
Anyone can say this. I can say I was the stormtrooper.
Well, he posted up a photo on his Instagram.
You mean what, in the stormtrooper uniform?
Yeah, on the
that
set.
He didn't make himself?
No, he didn't make himself, because there's loads of other stormtroopers with him. And he very quickly took the photo down from his Instagram account.
Right.
Yeah.
So
are they not allowed to say that they have a cameo?
Even after the movie?
I don't know.
Because I've seen a few actors that I recognize, like, oh, isn't that? One of which was Mike Birbiglia, and he was he's a comedian that I follow, and it's like, hey, is that Mike? And then my sister saw, she watched it twice as well. Yeah, that's Mike Birbiglia. Then we went online to see, and no one else has mentioned it at all. Like, oh, wait a minute, not even Mike.
No.
So it might have been just a random person, but there's no way of confirming because there's a few cameos from episode 7, but they didn't put it in their IMDb or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't just there. For your self appreciation.
Yeah, maybe it's just a favor.
But he's doing Venom, which is part of Marvel, and Marvel is part of Walt Disney, and which owns Star Wars. And they say this is not true. Don't do it. You are just taking pictures with other cosplayers. Why are you lying to the world?
All right,
I want to do that for the next one. I was in episode 9. Me and Del.
I was one of the robot.
All right, we're gonna have to talk about the Gambit movie. This is a Channing Tatum project, and here you go. This Gambit movie has a massive budget.
A massive budget?
Yes.
It used to. What, it still has a massive budget?
Yeah, apparently details are surfacing that the original budget for the show is operating at about $155 million.
No, it was more than that. Then for this new one, I don't know.
For this new one. So
okay.
As of right now, it's about $155 million. And at $155 million, it would put the film right in the middle of Fox's other X-Men films.
Sure, yeah. That's not a big budget.
$155 million, for a Gambit movie, and, but they only spent like 50 on Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
50? Not 90? Was it 50?
Is it 50, I think?
I thought it was 90.
But okay. It could be 90. Still.
So
is anyone excited for a Gambit movie?
No,
not at this point.
Not with who his name is.
Channing Tatum?
Yeah, not with him as Gambit.
I think this is quite up in the air now that Disney has already acquired Fox.
Yeah.
Correct.
So they're gonna have to relook at all the planned and unplanned projects.
Yeah, I think all these details are surfacing, because of this acquisition. So it's kind of like, we were gonna spend this much. So yeah, here you go.
Yeah, or they're just testing the market, see if anyone's still excited for Gambit.
I would see it, but I'm not excited for it.
I would watch a Taylor Kitsch one.
Yeah.
I want to watch that one too.
Yeah, have some continuity, because he was.
I like him.
Yeah, he was great.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I just like him.
You have a man crush on him?
Not really. He just looks cool. Even in Battleship.
You mean that's not the definition of a man crush?
No. China looks cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean you don't have a man crush on him?
No.
Aww.
Okay, you brought up Logan earlier on in the show.
I did?
Yeah, you mentioned that it's one of the better comic book movies this year.
Did I?
And
you were listening. Good.
Aww.
Hugh Jackman has come out multiple occasions to say that no, he's not coming back to play Wolverine. Even if Disney acquires, even when Disney acquires Fox, he's not coming back. Don't think about it and hope for it. But he did sort of entertain the possibility of a Wolverine musical.
No.
Trash.
Why?
Trash.
Just because he can sing.
He's from a musical background, okay?
Yeah.
He loves musical.
That's his diploma or degree.
Yeah.
Musical training.
And he's doing The Greatest Showman, which is also a musical.
Yeah, he was asked.
Zac Efron.
Yeah, he was asked
who came from High School
He was
Musical.
asked at the press junket for The Greatest Showman. would you come back as Wolverine? And he said, no.
Only if it's a musical.
It's not happening. He said, what if it was a musical? Oh well.
Oh, you put it that way. And he starts singing.
I will slice you off with my claw.
Ka-chink!
And everyone else comes out from the back. Yeah, I would see that.
And then it goes all Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Now I want to watch a Wolverine musical.
Yeah, see?
I think that would.
No, because they had a Spider-Man musical.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's kind of like a Shakespearean character, Wolverine. There's the girl that he can never get. He's flawed internally and, physically.
And he doesn't die,
Yeah.
which is classic Shakespearean play.
No. Not the last one.
He died in the last one.
Yeah, he did die in the last one.
All right, Jeremy Renner. He's spoken out when he was asked if he would be interested to do a Hawkeye solo movie.
He said no.
He said yes.
He said
but
yes.
Not a lot of people would be interested.
But on one condition, and this is a very important one.
Musical.
That they do it
They do it what?
that they do it soon.
Soon, before it gets older.
Because he doesn't want to be 50 running around in spandex.
Because he's 48 now.
I guess it's not happening.
No, yeah. I'll put his mind at ease. The Hawkeye solo movie will never happen.
Okay.
Because he's gonna die in Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, and some people are saying that he might be the first one to go.
It could be a prequel before he became a Hawkeye.
Yeah.
That would be boring though.
I would love for him to survive Infinity War.
Yeah,
just
okay.
despite everyone. Like, who's the most powerful? He's gonna die. But not me.
Look, between Hawkeye solo and Gambit solo,
Which one are you least excited about?
I don't know, man. It's a toss-up.
All right. We did talk about this Netflix project, which very recently came out, called Bright, and it's a Will Smith movie. It's about
Netflix, right?
Yeah.
You said Netflix.
It's a
They're not listening.
Everyone's off today.
Well, why are you putting me in the same bracket? What did I do?
I'm a bit off, yes.
Anyway, this is the modern backspin of a classic fairy tale kind of thing where there are mystical creatures in the world and magic. I have not watched the movie, although
I watched the trailer.
It has gotten some, positive.
Is it out?
It is.
It's out. Yeah,
It's already
it's been
on
out for a
Netflix.
week.
Yeah,
For a few weeks.
22nd December.
Yeah. Netflix has
22nd?
already ordered.
so.
2 days ago.
Sorry, no one's listening to Cam.
Sorry.
We're having a
You said it's been out for weeks.
conversation.
You said it's been out for weeks.
Sorry.
December 22nd was 2 days ago.
No, I thought it was earlier than December 22nd. TV said December 22nd.
If I'm not mistaken, it's 22nd.
Yeah, I think it was
earlier.
22nd.
Okay.
Came out
Sorry,
22nd.
Cam.
Okay.
Yes, what is this news about? Tell us.
Netflix have ordered 2 more.
No, they've ordered a sequel to this movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they survive.
Will Smith didn't die.
It just looks ridiculous.
It
though.
does.
It does.
It does.
I
The
don't
trailer, I was not interested.
I don't
at
know
all.
if the concept. I mean, the concept is kind of cool. Like,
Nope.
for a little bit, and then you sort of sit down and think about it. You're like, I don't know how this is
They
gonna work.
actually made this. That's like
No.
with Will Smith.
That's the thing. Like, okay, this story underlying message is about like racism.
Yes.
Like if someone
Okay,
looks
yeah,
different, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. And which is interesting because it would normally, if it's this world, then it's a white cop and then there's a black cop from a very rough area.
Yeah.
This time around, it's a black cop with an
the
orc from a rough area. So it's basically the same formula.
Yeah.
Where you just
Just switched
substitute
it
black
around.
So you
with
just sort of
orcs.
you put it up in front of you and you move it this way.
Does
Yeah,
the orc
yeah.
talk?
Yeah, of course he
Yeah.
talks.
Okay.
He
No,
talks
the
like
orc.
In the trailer, I didn't really.
He does
see him
say, he
talk.
does talk.
No, he does. He does in the trailer. The orc is played by one of this rising star of a director actor, Joel Edgerton.
But you don't know how it actually looks like.
Yeah.
But so he's also directing this?
No, he's not. This is directed by David Ayer, the guy who directed Suicide Squad.
No wonder it looks. The theme looks.
Yeah, and he
familiar.
also did a previous movie about 2 cops and about racism as well.
Okay.
So this is like just like you said, just change
Just move it
tweak
to
the
the side.
formula a little bit.
This is like a theme for him.
It is.
Change the
Yeah.
cast.
I want to see Will Smith like, I'm too old for this.
But here's the thing, though. Just reading this article really quickly, Bloomberg is actually reporting that this latest order by Netflix for the sequel to Bright is part of an $8 billion budget by Netflix for 80 films in 2018.
What?
Yeah,
They're gonna spend 80 billion.
Loan.
8 billion
8 billion.
for
Still,
8
8
for,
billion.
for 80 movies.
So
This is
each
loan,
movie
right?
would be
I think they're loan.
Each movie is about $100 million.
Okay, let's say
nice.
Let's
Can we get a slice of that?
with the Bungsu story.
Or a special
Oh,
for
yeah.
Brouhaha.
Yeah, special for stand-up comedy from Brunei.
Did you guys see that episode of South Park where there was a scene where... No, I think the whole premise of the South Park episode
yes, you saw it.
was that
Oh.
was that Cartman was trying to get his own sort of Avenger-esque movie made by his bedroom superheroes, like him, and then Butters is someone else, and
they call Netflix.
They call Netflix, and Netflix is just answering the phone. Yep, okay, yep, you got it. Green light. Yep, your product green lit. And they just answer the phone all day. It's like, yep, we'll make anything.
I wish it was that easy.
Maybe it is. Have you ever tried calling?
No, it's just
I tried contacting them by email. Apparently, there was a paragraph on the website. We do not accept like demos or whatever you're trying to show us. We have a scouting team to produce whatever we want.
You contacted them?
Like there's a website.
Okay.
TV tried.
I tried.
You tried.
Okay.
For the Bungsu story.
Oh.
That's
so
how
then contact the scouting team.
They didn't leave the
scouting team's address.
Yeah.
So you just go online.
Scouting team at Netflix.com.
That's how they weed out the weak ones. Like you just gave up. You gave up after seeing that.
I listened to instructions. They said they're not gonna they're not gonna watch.
But this is Netflix. They want people who break the mold. They don't want people who control.
You gave up on the first obstacle. No. No, it seems like this Going back to Bright. It just seems like someone says like, okay, just here's a thought. What if we... And then people just made it.
What?
It's a stupid idea that people just took it too far.
Right.
And like, oh, we're actually filming this?
Got two guys just didn't know what to do.
No, they were like,
what would you think about
this? Would be funny. This would be funny.
And then they up each other and they challenge each other.
And they're like, who's gonna play the cop? No, I don't know, Will Smith. And then
they got it.
Yeah, they got it.
It would be kind of cool if how this movie came about was some intern was copying like potential scripts and screenplays in the office, and then he wrongly binded like two movies.
One's a fantasy, one's about racism.
Lord of the Rings series, and then what?
Like
a cop,
cop drama.
Lethal Weapon.
And they went. They looked at it and went, "This could work."
No, they read the first few pages, and then on the fifth page, the orc came up. Like, what is the orc? This is brilliant. This is fantastic.
You see, TV people who broke the mold.
This could work any formula. Let's have a pirate movie, but instead of pirates, we have orcs and elves.
Yeah, we need to meet the production guy.
And instead of over water, they're in space.
Because when we listen it's rubbish.
Yeah. So let us go back to that Wolverine musical. I think we have a gem on our hands. Let's contact Netflix.
All right. Jason Statham, we're going to talk about him next. He's coming out with a movie called The Meg.
Oh, yeah.
And it's about a megalodon, which was one of the biggest sharks ever. This was back in prehistoric times, time of dinosaurs. And it's the ancestors of modern day sharks, the great whites. Although as big as they are, the megalodon was the size of a bus kind of thing. And so he's going to be in a movie where he says it's... What?
He's voicing the
Meg. He says he plays a former Navy captain and diver. He gets hired to rescue a team of scientists who are trapped at the bottom of the sea in their research station by a giant shark, and all hell breaks loose.
Oh.
There is a movie that sounds like this that came out back in the 90s, and it's called Deep Blue Sea.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But I'm still stuck at Zainal's mention of him voicing Meg.
I'm just having a bite. I just want a bite.
Hello, mateys. You all right down there? You need help?
I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to break through. You alright?
You can hop on.
I'll bring you up to surface. And everyone's like, they're trying to attack. No, I'm not trying to eat you.
Sorry, I derailed this. I'm the one who derailed this. Sorry.
I don't really eat meat.
Can we send this to Netflix? No, wait. What was the one where there's Samuel L. Jackson?
Deep Blue Sea.
That was Deep Blue Sea?
He was also in Snakes on the Plane.
Huh?
Snakes on the Plane.
Amongst other things.
Why Snakes on the Plane?
Because he's also in another animal movie. That's what I meant.
No, so it was the Deep Blue Sea where he was like making the speech.
Yeah.
The
shark.
shark woke up and then bit his hand up.
No, bit him. No, killed.
No,
ate
his-
him.
his
ate
arm.
him.
So there's two. He was in two Sharks movie. Or was that the other one? No, there was one where he was bitten and then him himself, not just part of him.
Yeah, that was the Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, okay.
That was Deep Blue Sea. So the other one that he got bitten, his arm got chewed off, was probably snakes on a plate.
No! It's also a shark. How about this, guys? Shark on a plane.
That's called Netflix.
All right, we're gonna move this along.
Yeah, we gotta.
to the
This
last.
is taking too long.
The last bit of news. This episode is taking a weird turn. Transformers news.
We're gonna end it on Transformers.
Yeah, in particular the Bumblebee movie, Transformers Bumblebee, which is coming out next year. A photo has been released, and it evokes a very
Volkswagen?
very 80s animated series feel to it, because there is an actual VW Beetle and it's yellow and the stars in this, and yeah,
Do we know who's starring in this?
yeah.
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Yeah, except for a moment there.
Hailee Steinfled.
Oh, okay.
This podcast has gone off the rail.
Anyway,
Yes, Hailee Steinfeld.
Hailee Steinfeld, she's going to be starring in this Bumblebee solo film in the Transformers universe, and it has been said that it will be very retro. It's nostalgic to the 80s. The timeline is set in the 80s. There was a photo released where she was, she looked like a kid from the 80s, and now another photo has surfaced where she's standing with a door open, with a yellow VW Beetle, which I assume is Bumblebee.
I can't wait for the trailer because the only good thing about the previous Transformer was the trailer. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right. Okay, so that's the news this week on the last show of 2017 for the Wayang Crew Podcast.
I don't know why.
What's going on?
This is the last bit of news.
I know, we ended on Transformers.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all designed. If you'd like to get in touch with us here on the show, you can do so via our Gmail account, which is thewayangcrew@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course our YouTube channel as well. Now we're going to get to the next bit of the show, which is our review.
You want to do a giveaway now?
Oh, yeah, the giveaway.
We have a
Okay.
giveaway.
Okay, on the last...
Giveaway.
Giveaway. I think we should come up for a jingle for it.
Giveaway.
Giveaway.
Cool. I'm going to save that. Okay, on the last show, which was the Last Jedi review, we did have a giveaway that was for Star Wars merchandise, which was kindly contributed by our friends over at Times Cineplex, the best place to watch movies.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
The best.
And instructions on how to win these giveaways was you had to be a follower of us on Instagram. That's follow the Wayang Crew on Instagram, and look for our episode clip art for the Last Jedi review, and leave a comment on what you thought of the movie. That's it. It's very simple. Unfortunately, we did not get any comments, but we did get a lot of followers.
Thank you.
So I guess the word is spreading, but you just have to do one more thing, which is to comment on that photo. And we'll be giving you some nice goodies. You can see what they are. We've got a couple of keychains. Yeah, check it out.
Cap.
Which
is TB still
Cap.
for.
If nobody's getting the cap, it'll be TB will steal it away.
The Beast one.
I
Okay.
will do it as promotion.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the review, right? Because
Yeah.
we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
It's Jumanji.
We have to.
Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, because we all watched
we have
it.
to. Yeah,
jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome. I don't know the songs.
Okay. This is, I don't know. Initially, I thought it was a remake or a reboot of Jumanji.
Apparently, it's like a
It is.
sequel.
Apparently, it's not. It's kind of like a sequel. It picks up where the last
Exactly
movie.
where it left off.
Yeah,
Like
when
the end credit.
the beach. It was
Yeah. It
and
was
then
like
someone
a-
picking up.
yeah.
But as we see in the trailers, the game Jumanji has
Evolved.
morphed and evolved into a video
Oh
game.
yeah, this is a spoiler review.
Oh yeah, no, we did mention like.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
We're gonna
true.
spoil it all.
We should have a jingle for it.
Spoiler.
Alert!
We're
Alert!
gonna have some spoilers.
There we go.
Everyone's got the Axl Rose voice now.
We'll save that one as well.
Yeah. So this stars The Rock, Kevin Hart,
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Amy Pond.
She's so hot.
Sorry, what?
Who?
What's her name?
Amy Pond?
Karen Gillian.
Yep.
Karen-
She plays a character Amy Pond on Doctor Who.
Yes, she does.
okay.
That's where I first saw her.
And she's Nebula
Even though I don't
in
watch
the
it.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Oh
she
my
is
god.
Nebula.
That's her. You guys
No?
know?
Yes,
What
it
is
is.
I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, she's Nebula. I'm gonna say it. I had fun. This movie was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I agree.
This movie was like how Fast and Furious was for you guys.
What?
Yeah, just enjoy it. Just don't think too much.
Oh.
about it. That's what it is for me.
No,
I-
not for me.
I
No,
agree.
you thought you didn't enjoy it because you were thinking.
About Fast and Furious?
No.
How to be Fast and Furious?
No, about this movie, Jumanji.
No, I mean, I didn't like Fast and Furious. I like this one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. For those of you who don't know what Jumanji is, it's a movie that came out way back in
How could you not
1994,
know?
1995.
Yeah.
Robin Williams was in it, Kristen
Robin
Dunst was in it, and a host of other actors. And I think that was a movie for its time. You know, I think things were very sort of, everything was colonial.
It was
like
amazing.
The Hunter came out and he was in the very typical British safari from the 1800s.
Oh, was that actor was representing him?
Who?
The British actor in this one, driving the truck?
No, that's an Australian guy. That's an Australian guy.
Oh, whoops.
Is he not New Zealand?
I think. Oh wait, New
They're
Zealand or
not the
Australia?
same. They're not the same. They're not the same people.
No.
Okay, I think it's New Zealand.
Oceanic.
Well,
Okay. From that part, from down under.
Australasia.
Australasia.
All right. And yep, just as the first movie, a bunch of kids get their hands on the game. In this case, it's evolved into a video game, and they get sucked into this world where they have to complete the game and survive to come back to the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lots of action, lots of comedy because you've got Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Kevin Hart, and we've seen them, Jack Black. But we've seen Kevin Hart and The Rock work really well in other movies like Central Intelligence and things. Which was, I'm not talking about the movie, I'm talking about the two of them.
Oh, right.
The chemistry.
Yeah,
Chemistry.
They've got
off
the chemistry.
charts.
Del, what did you think of this?
I really liked it. It was a very good update for this time, this era. It was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know it was gonna be that entertaining, and I thought it did the original one justice by bringing it, to this era. I really like Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god.
That part where he outran Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, yeah.
He was just like, he wasn't even trying to run past him. He was just running, and then with his hand, because she's still a girl, right?
Yeah.
And then he's got his hand at his side. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say Jack Black is actually the standout
Yeah.
in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because he was the only one that's acting the opposite sex.
Yeah. He was okay. He plays a girl because in the real world, before she gets sucked into the game, she's a typical blonde, updating her Facebook and Instagram and always with her phone. And then she gets sucked into the game and she picks the avatar which she thought was a girl
Because the description.
because Shelly.
And
Yeah,
curvy.
Shelley.
Yeah,
The curvy
one. But apparently it's Dr. Sheldon something, and she's a
Dude.
yeah. She
She's
becomes a dude.
Sheldon Oberon.
Yeah, Sheldon.
Oh, yeah,
Sheldon
Oberon. Ooh.
Overweight middle-aged man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
in
what
the trailer.
Which is what she says in the trailer. Yeah.
Yes.
Zainal, what do you think of this of Jumanji? Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
I like the scenes, but as a whole, as a movie, I didn't enjoy it.
Really?
The scenes like, that was funny, but the overarching movie, the
Yeah.
journey itself, I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, it didn't connect with you.
But why?
Oh.
It's too shallow.
Shallow. Okay.
Because there was a couple of times where they try to mask it as like, this is people changing and then they're growing character arcs, but it was very shallow. I didn't enjoy that part.
Oh.
So the jokes were funny. The scenes were funny. Some scenes were good, but as a story,
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it.
TV?
I'm like 50-50 on this movie.
Really?
So that's 5 out of 10?
I sat next to you in the
Yeah,
cinema.
it was funny. Okay, it was funny. I
was
enjoyed
fun.
it because it was funny. But I grew up watching the old Jumanji. I was expecting like lots of variables that came up, like words came up from the board games last time, and then things just started to appear. I wanted that to happen in this one as well.
Yeah, because in the original movie, something about like the rain, and then all of a
Playing
sudden
the
it's raining
dice,
in the house. Yeah, okay.
Like throwing the dice. Like I'm expecting some kind of control in that sense. Yeah, but I like the fact that they made something similar, like the previous movie. Like Robin Williams was an old guy in the board game, and then when they were finished playing with the game, he actually existed.
Yep.
So the same thing happened to Alex in this.
Apparently, it's the same world. Jumanji as a land or a world is still there, and they do pay a very nice tribute to Robin Williams because
Alan Parrish.
Alex, the guy who's been stuck in this new Jumanji game, has been stuck there for 20 years.
Yeah.
And he's staying in this place, and they go like, "Who's Alan Parrish?" Oh, he's the guy who built this house. I'm living in his house.
So did he meet Alan Parrish?
No, he did not, because Alan Parrish came out of the game in the last movie.
Yeah, so he didn't manage.
So he just wrote Alan Parrish was here.
Alan Parrish was here because.
But what was interesting with that?
Hmm?
What was interesting with that is that when Alan Parrish went into Jumanji, I'm assuming that he stayed Alan Parrish, whereas in this one they took up avatars. They became characters.
He stayed as Alan Parrish, and two.
No, we didn't know that.
The time move differently. Like in the board game, it moved the same rate as real life.
Yeah.
Whereas
He grew up.
He grew up
because
he was a teenager, and then like 30 years went on, and he grew up and he became an old man.
That's right.
But more importantly, the Jumanji in the original movie is not a modern world because he comes back and he's wearing leaves and things that he made himself.
Yeah.
But
does that mean there's like
but in this
continuity
because
problems?
the game updated itself.
Because the game gets into different world depending on
the
when
game updates
it wants.
itself, but then Alan Parrish's house the shed that he made to live in while he was stuck in Jumanji is still there.
Which basically means he could still be transported to the same world as it is now, but he chose not to have proper clothing. He made it himself.
Because the game only updated itself after he came out.
So it became like avatars.
No, I'm saying they update the form of the game that's being played, like a board game, and now it's a video game. But the world itself,
the world is still
the world,
that.
Jumanji world,
The
It's
world,
still there.
I think the world updates itself as well because now you've got cars in the world, you've got bikes.
Last time there wasn't. Last time there was just.
It was just like this,
tribesmen,
like desolate.
Well, we don't know that.
we don't know that. We didn't go into that world.
Yeah, we don't know that.
never-
There could be cars, and they just
He chose not to.
Tribes there.
Tribes.
Or he lost all his clothing, and he has
or
to make
he was
more.
stuck in a particular stage in the game in the jungle only.
Yeah, maybe.
See, we just wrote the movie ourselves.
I don't think he would have been stuck in the movie because he came out and he had a whole bushy beard and he had never shaved before.
He's got nothing to shave with.
He could still be stuck in the jungle and then didn't want to interact with civilization.
Could.
Because there's that hunter guy
Yeah.
and he had guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was all like really old
Or
muskets
Yeah.
he chose to hunt in that way.
in that area.
Or
it could be
Jumanji
2000
just can decide whichever.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to justify the?
Okay, so this is where I thought it was very shallow. You take into account one of the most powerful scenes from the previous movie, the original, was the fact that he had a fight, like Robin Williams, Alan Parrish character, before he played the game, had a fight with the dad.
Father,
And then he got sucked into Jumanji, and then he came out. And there was a little bit of throughout the movie where he was like regretting the fact that he fought with the dad. So when he finished the game, and then it brought him back to the moment before he played the game, the dad walked into the door. In his mind, he had been missing the dad for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Whereas for the dad, he went out of the house
Like
and
2
came back in.
seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
he forgot the keys or something.
Yes. And then there's like a tender moment of him hugging and stuff like that. It was beautiful.
So there was like a resolution to that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was attempts to do it for this movie, but it didn't go as deep as it was very shallow.
Well, no, it was about these kids being delinquents. Well, not really.
Not really delinquents.
But they were just, going. What's it called? Detention.
Yeah.
But the development, the character arc was very shallow. Like
No, it's. I think this one is more about being entertaining rather than having all these layers and layers of.
but they tried to do it, but it didn't go.
Did they?
Yeah.
Look, I can't remember the one that you described. The one about the father and the Alan Parrish. I cannot
Alan Parrish
remember
one?
at all.
No?
Yeah.
The original one.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that.
Did you just
Okay.
watch it again?
No, I grew up. There's 2 Robin Williams movie that I could probably memorize
because there's
scene by scene.
There,
Is Jumanji
and Aladdin
and Flubber.
No, and Flubber. And Hook, where he played the Peter Pan who grew up.
Okay, but in the original Jumanji movie with Robin Williams, like what Janelle just mentioned, there was resolution where he repairs his relationship with the father, because the thing about that movie was that the father and mother spent the rest of their lives trying to search for him, and they always regretted that they scolded him. That's why he ran away.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there was also where, things get undone in the real world. The father's employee, because the father made shoes, and one of the employees had a new shoe, which ended up being eaten up in the machine, and Alan Parrish inadvertently got that guy fired.
What?
From
I
from
remember.
his,
From
from
I
his
remember
work.
this.
Yeah.
But then everything got undone because perceivably Aaron Parrish comes back to the real world and tells the father, it was me who messed up the machine. Don't fire this guy. Yeah. Okay, that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we're sort of
So it's I thought in terms of layers that was very well done because it was entertaining. I remember the movie being entertaining and it had a good story arc and resolution. Blah, blah, blah.
This is just a fun movie.
It's a fun. I admit it's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
But they would attempts to do it. They were attempts to make this a little bit deeper. But it was very shallow.
Maybe it's because of the fact that they're still kids. They're all 15, 16, maybe.
That's it.
Well, okay.
Okay.
The parts that I didn't like
go on.
were the trying to teach Karen Gillan's character how to flirt.
Yeah.
When she could have just gone there and kicked their behind.
She didn't realize until the music started to play by itself.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Yeah, but then no, she already could fight in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then there was this whole plot about when you see the elephant climb up.
Yeah,
and they did
start the climb.
Start the climb.
Oh no, they was referring to a later.
Yeah,
the actual. elephant.
That elephant was. What if the elephant wasn't there at that time? Come on, this is not. They were trying to do something.
No, but
which didn't.
You have to remember this is a video game, so
right.
It will be there.
It's scripted in the video game.
But I like how you had other characters in this movie who were playing actual video game characters because
NPCs.
NPC non-play characters. Like you play video games and you end up press A to speak to this person and you press A and he just says the
same thing
over and over.
Yeah.
He might say it a little bit different, but it's the same thing. And I like
Jumanji needs you.
Jumanji needs you. I like how they executed that. That was nice. They sort of I guess they had someone who advised them. In a video game, this is what we would write. And
No, I keep remembering when Kevin Hart snapped the fangs.
Yeah.
He kept I just snapped
I defang.
defanged a snake. Have some respect.
Okay, let's talk about The Rock. What do you think of his portrayal? I mean, you see The Rock and he's big and muscular on screen. He has presence, but you do kind of get the sense that there's a kid in there because he's unsure of
Yeah, could have done better though.
No, he's let's just say he's not gonna win any Academy Award.
No,
this movie won't.
Yeah, definitely.
No, he's will he grow as an actor? Grow even more? Not physically. But
I don't see him acting in a serious movie.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Ballers?
Yeah.
No.
Is he good in there?
He's alright.
He's alright.
Isn't he just playing himself in Ballers?
No, he's playing as an agent.
Yeah, but it's
agent.
him. It's still him.
Maybe.
But it's not serious. It's not what do you call it? The
Empire.
Leonardo DiCaprio's.
No, those Sylvester Stallone, Arnold, Vin Diesel, even Jean-Claude Van Damme now is doing something different. They are doing some more serious.
But he's racking in money.
Yeah. So
I mean,
who's to say?
If he said that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, then
no one can
no one
fault him.
judging.
I'm not going to judge him in front of him. He's I'll crush your head.
No,
yeah.
Even Stallone and Arnold, they were doing what they were doing for so many years until they are not getting those big paychecks
awards
anymore, and then they start to
switch
into more serious ones or start directing.
Okay,
Yeah.
But they also go back
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prison. What's that? the Arnold and Sly.
Oh, Tango and Cash?
No.
No,
No, I'm kidding.
No, they were trying to break out of prison.
Oh,
What was
okay.
that?
I can't remember.
Prison Break.
They went back to it.
That
like,
wasn't
it wasn't
Sylvester
Prison Break.
Stallone.
All right, let's,
It was another ball.
Right. Okay, going back.
let's talk about the character traits. The Rock's smoldering.
Oh,
That was unnecessary.
that was funny.
I liked it. I liked it. So
All right.
I liked it.
That was
Let's
small.
move on to Kevin Hart's character, who
He's so witty.
in the real world, he's like a big guy, and his nickname is Fridge, I guess, and
Yeah.
because he's a football player, and then he's Kevin Hart in the game.
2 feet.
But the thing is, Fridge, when he was the football player, and then he became Kevin Hart, he didn't have the same tone.
Yeah,
No,
So,
yeah.
So you know it's like two different people.
that was what I was gonna say, because you see him in the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
he's still in the
Yeah,
real
you-
world.
So if the Fridge guy
Was witty as
initially-
well?
yeah,
Yeah.
witty
Yeah.
as well.
Was
In the
all-
first
was all
15 minutes,
mouthy, yeah.
Yep. And then he became.
You can't
Kevin
see
Hart.
Fridge saying, "I defang the snake. Have some respect."
Exactly.
Okay,
So in that way, that's the way how it's written.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can't. They maybe spend less time with the real characters and more time with the avatars.
Shooting
Whereas-
for
so-
like 3 days.
Yeah.
Karen Gillian's character.
Hat. I mean, what?
What?
What was it? Roundhouse Rose.
Ruby
Ruby Roundhouse.
Ruby
Yeah.
Roundhouse.
I thought she did a good job in this movie.
Yeah.
As a
She did.
No,
what was
that
required.
the one where she was learning how to flirt again. I think she can do flirty so easily. She was really trying hard to pretend
Not
to
to.
not knowing how to act, flirt.
yeah, but then
Oh,
she's playing
that's
she's playing a teenager, an awkward teenager who doesn't know how to flirt.
No, I can't see. She's too hot. Too hot. I can't see it.
Here's the thing. Like all of you know that I have a younger sister, and she is her own way. Like that's her. Like we know Sui, and Sui is the way she is. If she suddenly decided to start being all sassy and flirty, it would be weird, especially for me.
It will be
Obviously
weird
for you.
Yeah. She has to turn into an avatar first, and then
Oh,
maybe that wouldn't be weird.
okay.
Yeah.
What?
No, but
It's-
then, no, but then you do understand, like, obviously you do, but then I think that she did a good job, being
Portraying
in
a
that
weird-
avatar, portraying someone weird on the inside who does not know how.
I don't-
Because there was sort of like,
Just watch the kissing scene.
they don't,
That was so.
even before that, like,
Oh, Jakarta
Yeah.
cut all the kissing scenes, like from before they were even gonna kiss.
Or they
okay.
just cut it.
They cut it.
The whole
The
scene.
whole
Then how do you
thing.
know that existed?
Because there was cut.
Okay. Like you'd know something
No.
was cut.
Yeah,
So you don't know what actually happened.
kissing happened.
The awkward kissing.
I didn't know it was awkward.
Oh yeah.
very, very awkward.
Yeah.
Let's move on to, who's
Black-
next?
Jack Black?
Jack Black.
Like them.
Stand out.
I think he fits the most
Yeah,
to the
he
real
fits.
to the
Yeah.
He's the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Weirdly so.
Like,
He
His
plays.
previous movies are Mrs. I think he was
What?
Which one?
like
School.
Jack-
School of Rock.
no after that
Nacho
when he was
Libre.
like a big giant in a what's it called? He was
Jack Black in all his movie.
No, he's
Tena-
he's giant. He's a giant.
Tenacious D.
No. He was a giant in an island of small people.
Oh,
Oh.
Gulliver's Travel.
Yeah. Gulliver's,
that
yeah.
one. That was not good. And then there was a few one
What
after
has he been
that.
doing?
Well, not much really.
Yeah,
I think he was in Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
great either.
a year ago. Yeah, I think that's about it. Like, we covered the 4 characters.
Yeah, but,
Nigel
I mean,
is
for-
New Zealander. I want to just clarify that.
For this movie, the way it was set up, I wasn't expecting anything substantial, so I just had fun with it.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
then-
think anyone can do a lot better than Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. So, all right. That's our review of Jumanji. Welcome to the jungle. It's a fun.
to the jungle.
It's a fun time. So yeah, you bring the family, watch it. I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10 roundhouse kicks. Del?
I'll give this a 7 stripes on the arm as lives
Nice.
out of 10.
All right. Timmy.
6.9.
What? Might as well make it 7. Come on.
No, because I don't know. I've rated other movies which were a lot better 7.
So it's not fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.9. Exploding boomerang.
Nice. Okay. Zainal.
I'll give it 4.
Whoa.
4 bowling balls on a Jumanji console.
Which is the end of it.
brutal.
Spoiler alert.
No, we didn't know what happened to the board.
There was no
What?
board. Oh, yeah, the
They
board
just-
still
The board
exists.
is still exists.
The board still exists.
Hey,
I was-
nice catch. I hadn't forgot about
Yeah, the board still exists.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No,
it turned into.
No, it didn't turn into
No?
anything.
The board
No.
still exists.
He
Really?
opened the
The kid
board and then
opened
the
the board.
cartridge was there.
No, but
Oh, yeah,
but
the cartridge.
everything in the middle became the cartridge.
it can evolve again.
Yeah, you can.
It's gonna turn into VR,
VR.
next.
Yeah.
Whoa.
If we can think of VR, Hollywood's gonna go the next
Netflix.
level.
All right. So that's our review of Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, which is the last review for 2017.
Goodbye.
Wow, these.
2017. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
okay, not yet. We've still got a couple of days left in it. If you want to get in touch with us here on the show, you can do so by our Gmail account, the wayangcrew@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Now, the last bit of the show, which is...
Oi, apa liat-liat? Apa liat-liat? Hoi, 看什么看？
Apa liat-liat? 那看什么看？
Apa liat-liat? See what see? 小了。
Yep, that's right. It's called Apa Liat Liat, and it's what else we've been watching besides Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. Let's start off with Tibi this week. Tibi, what have you been
Oh,
watching?
yes.
I haven't been watching much because I'm still watching The Ranch. I haven't finished the season.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Been busy.
Is it good? Like this last season?
First episode was not that great, and then it built up.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, I want to know what happens after that.
Cool. All right.
That's it. I haven't watched anything. I want to watch the greatest showman.
The Great, yeah.
The Great Showman. Yeah. I wanna watch
Greatest
that.
Showman.
Okay.
That's
I think I'll catch it over the holidays as well.
yeah.
Let's move on to left, right. Right, Zainal.
No. Racking my brains.
Apa
I
liat.
think that's it.
No, really?
Yeah.
Just Jumanji?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair. I mean, this is the last show of the year.
But
so-
it's ridiculous. I have
He's
so much
busy
free
setting up for the show.
Yeah, he's busy. He's been really busy,
like
especially.
half an hour a day. But so many other times. What have I been doing with my life?
All right, let's move on to Del. Apa liat?
I'm gonna introduce you guys to this YouTube channel called Collider Videos.
Oh, okay.
And they've got this segment called the Schmodown. So it's a
Mustache competition.
no. It's a movie trivia competition, which in the form of like WWF, WrestleMania, that kind of thing. So they've got this all this one-on-one and a tag team, and then it's got like different categories like a horror, like fantasy, and then they've got belts for these. They've got the solo ones.
Oh,
and
like
the title belts.
lightweight, heavyweight. You know,
That kind of, there's something
they have
like that.
classifications. Okay.
And they've got one for the what's it called, one for Star Wars, definitely, and then they've got the singles, and they've got the team, and then they've got a couple more. I don't know why I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's really interesting because I enjoy movies and I try to remember all these facts and the like years that they are released. So it's like really nice, really fun watching them compete and trying to answer the questions as well. It's like watching those old game show
Trivia
shows.
The
Wheel of
spinning the
Fortune.
wheel, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, spinning. Because they've got a wheel round in this as well.
Pusingkan roda.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
If
Okay.
YouTube, I mean, I've been watching some.
Too late. We moved on.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, next week.
Next week.
No, next 2 weeks. Okay. I am like TV. Have not watched much, but I did finish Jean-Claude Van Johnson, and it's good. You guys need to watch it. And that's it. And
That's it.
yeah, that's the show.
Goodbye.
That's Someone's eager to get off the show. That's it from the Wayang Crew this 2017. Here's looking to more things in the coming year, 2018. And final plug for Zainal for Brouhaha.
Watch it.
Like, I'm the only one who's performing on
We are all performing.
We are all performing.
We're all going to
Kevin
be
is host.
I'm hosting it. Keeping up with my hosting duties. And we'd like to thank our sponsor, as usual, Times Cineplex, which is...
The best place to watch movie in
There
Brunei.
Is it on any other place to watch movie? I don't think so.
Nah, it's just
No.
Times Cineplex, man.
not
All right.
worth it.
That's going to be it for the show this week and this year. We'll see you guys in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be taking a break. And
Happy
holidays.
happy holidays. All right.
Bye.
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 Bye. So tentative.
So like...
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.